offers the following services: body care, caskets, coffins, tombstones, and long-distance transport. We also provide tents, chairs, and lowering machines. Find us in Lusaka at UTH and Chelson. Contact us on the number 0976 161213. That is 0976 161213. Or contact us via our 24/7 hotline on 0975 442107. We also have branches in Monze, Luansha, Chongwe, and Livingstone. Ozeron Funeral Services. Come for affordable and quality services.
Time is precious. Don't waste it spending many hours on the road. Utilize the time you have to enjoy the things that matter. Visit places, visit people, visit Kasama through your gateway to possibilities. That's right. Kasama Airport has been upgraded and is now open and ready to welcome you with open arms. Contact the airline of your choice to book your next trip into the region. Zambia Airports Corporation Limited. Keep flying.
This news bulletin is sponsored by the Public Service Pensions Fund, PSPF.
Keeping the pension promise. Keeping the pension promise. Public Service Pension Fund. Committed to ensuring pensioners get paid on time. Keeping the pension promise. Public Service Pension Fund. Quality customer service guaranteed. Keeping the pension promise. Public service pension. Feeling appointed to secure the future of our members, even after retirement and leading a normal life. Keeping the pension promise.
Public Service Pensions Fund. Reaching you in all 10 provinces of Zambia. PSPF, keeping the pension promise.
The Happy World of 5FM Radio, your adult contemporary radio station in Zambia, connecting you to the newsmakers and events that make news in the global village.
Good afternoon. This is a 5FMA News at 12:45 with Judith Mwabe. The headlines. Government ponders visa waiver for Africa. 40-year-old Zambian nabbed for aiding and abetting 14 Ethiopian illegal immigrants. EU agrees landmark deal on regulation of artificial intelligence. And now the news in detail. The government is considering removing visas for all African countries to achieve free flow and easy movement of tourists. Speaking at the 2023 Rwanda Air Awards in Lusaka, Minister of Tourism Rodney Sukumba said Zambia would like to go the Rwandese way to encourage more Africans to visit Zambia as a destination. He said government supports such initiatives and appreciates the contribution of the airline and travel agents as they help to promote Destination Zambia through business and leisure connections with different destinations worldwide. Minister said his ministry particularly acknowledges the efforts of the creative and resilient minds in the travel trade industry as these contribute to the growth of the Zambian economy.
I'd like to take this opportunity to just make mention that having had our budget approved just the other day in Parliament has opened up more opportunities which will speak to that of airlines. And of course, most of the airlines would only want to fly to a destination if at all is what we'd like to call, for lack of a better term, add-ons. But I think our ultimate goal is to ensuring that we also remove visa restrictions for our colleagues in the African continent. Discussion that is on the table, and when the soup is ready, we'll be able to serve it as it were.
And Rwanda High Commissioner to Zambia, Ambassador Amadine Rugina, says the contribution of RwandAir to the tourism sector and general economy of that country is immense. He said with the Visit Rwanda campaign has been a game changer, boosting tourist arrivals and tourism often standing at $445 million by the year 2021.
Politically, Rwanda's stable growth strongly attributes and reaffirms the airline's efforts to contribute to Rwanda's national economic development, particularly in enabling the Rwanda tourism sector. In identified by the government as one of the major backbones contributing to the Rwandan economy. A good example of this is the Visit Rwanda tourism campaign, which has established positive reputation with millions of people from across the globe that are associated with it and has provided a platform for Rwanda to showcase its tourism attraction, cultural heritage.
Meanwhile, RwandAir country manager Glayden Mungaila says the airline was awarding travel agents and other key stakeholders for their outstanding contribution in the 2023-2022 financial year. The Kapirimposhi Immigration Office has detained 14 undocumented Ethiopians for illegal entry and unlawful stay, and a 40-year-old Zambian, Savimbi Ngandu, for aiding and abetting the 14 undocumented Ethiopians. Department of Immigration Public Relations Officer Namatin Shinka says officers based at immigration headquarters were heading to Kasama when they spotted a silver Mitsubishi Pajero with tinted windows and gave chase until they finally cornered it at Mpula, 10 kilometers to Kapirimposhi. Mr. Nshinka says Savumbi Ngandu was driving the Lusaka-bound vehicle with one Ethiopian in the front passenger seat, while the rear, which had reclined seats, was cramped with the 13 other Ethiopians. Meanwhile, Mr. Nshinka says the Lusaka Regional Immigration Office has apprehended 17 persons in a routine cleanup operation conducted on 6 December 2023 in various parts of Lusaka. He also disclosed that the department, between 5th and 7th December 2023, secured 35 convictions and removed 27 illegal immigrants from the country.
The Lusaka Regional Immigration Office has apprehended 17 persons in a routine cleanup operation conducted on 6th December 2023 in various parts of Lusaka. 8 Burundians, 4 Tanzanians, 2 Rwandese, 2 Congolese, and 1 Malawian were apprehended. They all failed to produce documentation to prove their legal immigration status at the time of the operation and were detained pending further screening. The Kapirimposhi and Lusaka incidents brought the number of persons arrested for various immigration offenses countrywide between 5th and 7th December 2023 to 100.
In its quest to support government regeneration and regreening agenda, World Vision Zambia, in partnership with Varun Beverages Zambia, has launched a tree planting exercise of 1,000 trees in schools in Chongwe district. Speaking during the event at Twikatane School in Chongwe, World Vision Zambia Resources Acquisition and Communication Director Jason Beffers says World Vision Zambia aims to cover 1 million hectares of land in Zambia with natural resources management by 2030. Mr. Beffers says issues of climate change are a priority to World Vision because they affect every member of society.
One area that World Vision is wanting to expand in. And we have a goal by 2030 to cover 1 million hectares of land in Zambia with what we call natural resource management, farmer-managed natural resource management. And this is part of it. But we cannot, World Vision does not do this alone. One of our key values is we work with partners, and we look to do that to make greater impact. So Varun Beverages and Pepsi partners that we work together with so that we can reach the goal not only of regenerating trees, but creating a better future for the children, right? Our focus is vulnerable children.
Speaking at the same event, Mary Mabele, the Chongwe District Guidance and Counseling Coordinator under the Ministry of Education, pledged to ensure that the trees do not die.
I must take this opportunity to thank all our friends from the World Vision and the amount of work that they are doing.
Apologies. And Headman Shimwami in Senior Chief Nkomesha Chiefdom also added his voice, saying the tree planting exercise is a commendable initiative which the community must embrace. A team
When they come to help us support and plant trees, it is our mandate now to look after those trees. The trees should never die. I'll use the word never die. We are supposed to support those trees by maybe weeding around and watering them when the rains are over so that they do not die. We need the trees. We want to see them grow. Maybe by 2025, we should be able to point at a tree which will be 2-3 meters high.
A team of Zambia Meteorology Agency board members and directors has concluded its benchmarking exercise to appreciate how similar government agencies execute their mandates in South Africa. Director Legal Metrology, Michael Kalumbu Nsefu, says the benchmarking visit to South Africa was insightful as both countries have agreed to collaborate in various areas for continuous growth and improvement in the national quality infrastructure. Dr. Nsefu said the primary mandate of the agency includes establishing a national measurement system traceable to the international measurement systems and promoting the use of accurate measurements in commercial transactions, law enforcement, health and safety services, and environmental management. Dr. Nsefu explained that this correct application of measurements in various sectors contributes greatly to the socio-economic growth of any nation. He has thanked the Zambian government and various institutions for the opportunity to share knowledge on how the agency works in Zambia and how it can enhance its operations. He is hopeful that several MOUs will be signed going forward to enhance the bilateral relationship between the agencies. He has expressed happiness at the support and feedback that has come from their South African counterparts. This is contained in a statement issued by Tamara Nyirenda, the first Secretary for Press and Public Relations at Zambian High Commission in South Africa. In other stories trending this afternoon, Tourism and Arts Minister Rodney Skumba has revealed that several investors are expressing interest in constructing ultra-modern conference facilities in the country amid increasing opportunities in the tourism sector. The Civil Society Scaling Up Nutrition Alliance says a new joint report by the African Union and the United Nations on the deteriorating food crisis in Africa should motivate the leaders to push for better results at the COP28. And now in foreign news. European Union officials have reached a provisional deal on the world's first comprehensive laws to regulate the use of artificial intelligence. After 36 hours of talks, negotiators agreed rules around AI in systems like ChatGPT and facial recognition. The European Parliament will vote on the AI Act proposals early next year, but any legislation will not take effect until at least 2025. The US, UK, and China are all rushing to publish their own guidelines. Here's a roundup from the BBC.
Zimbabwe is due to hold a number of by-elections on Saturday, from which candidates from the main opposition party were barred by court rulings this week. But on the eve of voting, the Citizens Coalition for Change insisted it had appealed to the election authorities and would attempt to contest the polls. It urged its supporters to exercise their right to vote. Delegates at the UN Climate Change Summit are discussing how to protect the world's oceans. Ministers from Norway, the United States and the Seychelles are among those taking part. More than 100 organizations have backed a call for more investment in research to better understand challenges such as rising sea levels and damage to coral reefs. Rights groups have criticized the United States for blocking a UN Security Council resolution which called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Amnesty International said the decision showed a harsh disregard for the suffering of civilians. The medical charity Doctors Without Borders called it a vote against humanity.
And finally, in sports news, Zesco United will hope to make it 5 wins in a row when they welcome Forest Rangers in an Ndola derby in the MTN Super League, having already opened up a 4-point lead at the top of the table. But counting against them is an odd piece of history in this fixture. There having only been 5 home wins in matches between these two sides in their last 29 meetings. Second-placed Nkwazi have lost only 2 of their 14 games so far as they welcome a Napsa Stars side hovering just above the relegation zone. Stars are also still seeking a first away win, while Nkwazi are unbeaten on their own pitch. Red Arrows have risen to 3rd but remain inconsistent as they go away to Zanaco. Now the weather report brought to you by Classicon.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
Western, Northwestern, Luapula, Northern, Muchinga and Eastern provinces, including the western parts of Southern Province, are partly cloudy, slightly windy and hot with isolated thunder showers. Maximum temperature is in the range between 27 degrees Celsius and 36 degrees Celsius. Lusaka, Central and Copperbelt provinces, including the eastern parts of Southern Province, are partly cloudy, slightly windy and hot to very hot in low-lying areas. Maximum temperature is in the range between 32 degrees Celsius and 38 degrees Celsius. That ends the weather report.
Class Econ Roofing Africa.
Class Econ Roofing, plot 17100 off Katanga Road, 150 meters from Mumbwa Road, Chinika Industrial Area, Lusaka. Class Econ Roofing. Class plus economy.
Class Econ Roofing Africa. Class Econ.
And that item brings us to the end of the news this afternoon. But before we go, a recap of the top stories. Government ponders visa waiver for Africa. 40-year-old Zambian nabbed for aiding and abetting 14 Ethiopian illegal immigrants. EU agrees landmark deal on regulation of artificial intelligence. For more news, follow us on Facebook, 5FM Radio Zambia. On behalf of the entire news crew and the technical department, thank you for listening to the Happy World of 5FM. Stay safe and stay tuned to 5FM Radio. I'm Judith Mwabem. Good afternoon.